Hey guys, LinkedIn is one of the largest social media platforms. In my opinion, one of the best platforms for business owners and entrepreneurs, people who are trying to make income or get jobs from their content marketing. In doing LinkedIn, there are a couple mistakes that beginners tend to make, and those are some of the things that we'll be covering today. Now, the first one is not having a complete profile. A lot of people skip over this step and they put in like the necessary stuff, but they don't fill out the entire profile. And it is extremely important that you fill out the entire profile as it affects your reach and your discoverability. Now, in 2023, LinkedIn remains the go-to platform for professionals to network, seek job opportunities, and share their expertise. An incomplete profile with a missing photo, headline, summary, or work experience can lead to missed opportunities. These omissions can present a lack of professionalism or suggest inactivity. People will think that this is not a serious person if they can't fill out their entire profile. Now, as a best practice, it's crucial to maintain a fully fleshed out profile. This involves using a professional photo, crafting engaging headlines, and writing a summary that completely encapsulates your professional journey and your aspirations. Let's see an active example of this. Maya was a talented artist known for her intricate pencil sketches. She eagerly joined LinkedIn to showcase her artwork. However, her profile felt incomplete without a photo, a picture, or any work history. Learning from her mistakes, she uploaded a professional photo that captured her intense focus while drawing. Maya crafted a headline that highlighted her love for turning blank paper into mesmerizing art. In her summary, she shared a story of her first solo art exhibit and the thrill of watching people admire her creations. As her profile transformed into a complete canvas of her journey, fellow artists and art enthusiasts began connecting with her, turning her LinkedIn into a visual art gallery. This is exactly the type of thing that we're talking about. You want to make sure that you put in every single detail that they're asking for and make sure that you pay attention to what you're communicating. You don't want it to be extremely simple and two-dimensional. You want to dig deep and really get to understand what you're saying and what you actually bring to the table. It goes a long way to do that. And you need to learn how to copyright and how to talk about yourself in a deep fashion or in a very valuable sense, because sometimes you do something that is very important and people want that value, but because you communicate it inefficiently, then there are opportunities that you will miss out on. So again, complete every section of your profile, use a professional photo, write a compelling headline, and craft a summary that clearly showcases your value proposition. Now, the next one is overly promotional content. A lot of people hear that LinkedIn is the best business platform for them to go and seek opportunities. It tends to make people want to sell a lot. And as any social media platform, LinkedIn obeys the same rules. You cannot be doing 100% promotional content or even 80% promotional content, in my opinion. To have a successful LinkedIn account, you need to be doing 80% curated content where you're providing value to your audience, and 20% will be promotional content where you're basically selling your services. But providing value goes a long way in building trust and establishing you as an expert, and that goes a long way in securing the sale at the latest section in the marketing and sales funnel. Now, LinkedIn users often get inundated with blatant promotional content. However, a continuous stream of sales pitch can be off-putting and result in lost engagement or followers. Instead of bombarding your network with overly promotional content, adhere to the 80-20 rule. This ensures that majority of your content offers genuine value through education, inspiration, or entertainment, while a smaller fraction can be reserved for direct promotions. Now, let's see an example of this. Alex is a young entrepreneur like all of us with a heart for the environment. He launched a startup that sold eco-friendly products. However, his LinkedIn posts always felt like a sales pitch marathon. Understanding his mistake, Alex shifted gears and started sharing engaging posts about upcycling, sustainable packaging, and the impact of small daily choices on the planet. These posts weren't just informative. They showed Alex's genuine passion for making a difference. As engagement soared, people started reaching out not only to buy products, but also to seek advice on leading a greener lifestyle. And that is what you want people to do. If you are selling a product, you need to be the go-to person to answer questions, to be dispelling myths and telling them about different stories, inspiring them to change and inspire them to act on the problems that they're having. We did an entire video about never running out of content, and it's an amazing video. It talks about how to create evergreen and extremely valuable content forever, and you'll never run out of things to talk about, and it will always be providing an immense amount of value to your customers upfront without selling to them directly. Follow the 80-20 rule as stated before. 80% of your content should educate, inspire, or entertain, while only 20% of your content should be promotional. Not posting regularly. This is another big one, and it's the same kind of laws that every single social media platform adhere to, and that is consistently posting on any social media platform will go a long way. It will do a lot of the heavy lifting for you, and it will also allow you to figure out what works and what doesn't work. A lot of business owners start out their business just like myself. I started out and I started doing a lot of ads. I did not know exactly what works, and I put money up front to see what worked. But I started to realize that with organic marketing or posting on social media, I was able to see what works for zero cost. Because if a video actually had impact to people, then it will have views and it will have engagement and likes and everything. And a video like that would be a very good type of video to promote and put money behind, because we know it works. It has been proven. But if a video doesn't work organically, then more than likely, in my opinion, that it's not going to work through an ad. Posting regularly also help with getting you more engagement. The algorithm will see that this person is showing up XYZ time. We will give them additional reach, and more people are coming onto this page every single Tuesday or every single day if you can. Because a part of consistency, you also need to establish your frequency. Sporadic posting or extended periods of inactivity can hinder the growth of your LinkedIn presence. In a dynamic digital landscape, maintaining a constant online presence is crucial for staying relevant. Implementing a content calendar can be a game changer. Regular posts can foster engagement, increase visibility, and ensure you remain top of mind for your connections. Now let's see an example of this. Sarah is a software developer. She's basically a coding whiz with a knack for solving complex problems, and she was dedicated to her work, but rarely updated her LinkedIn profile. One day she decided to share the thrill of cracking a particularly tricky code and the lessons learned from her occasional failures. So this means that she's basically going to start posting every single day about what is going on in her coding lifestyle. Every single day she's going to share what did I learn today, or her failures or her successes. By posting regularly about her coding adventure, she created a narrative that drew in fellow developers facing similar challenges. With each post, Sarah's connections grew and tech companies began noticing her expertise, leading to exciting job offers. And that's what it's all about. LinkedIn is just like any other social media platform where you have to put in the work by posting regularly. Consistency is key. Create a content calendar and post regularly. This keeps you top of mind with all of your connections. Ignoring analytics is the next one. In the age of data-driven decision making, bypassing LinkedIn's robust analytics can be a detrimental oversight. Without insights into post performance, content creators will miss out on understanding their audience's preferences. By regularly diving into LinkedIn's insights, users can discern which type of content or topics resonate, allowing for informed adjustments to content strategy. This is a big deal, and a lot of people don't do it. They focus so much on creating content, they forget that they need to look back and see what works. Which type of content did best? Which type of content got the most shares, and why did it get that many shares? Which content got the most likes or the most engagement overall, and what did we talk about, or how did we structure this video? What did we do differently in the pre-production phase or the production phase, or maybe the post-production phase? You need to break down all of this and look back. Analytics is a great way to look at what is working and what is not working, and then you need to pivot or continue on the same path. Let's see an example of this. A marketing guru, Jake, was passionate about sharing marketing insights on LinkedIn, but he didn't pay much attention to post performance. After discovering LinkedIn's insights, he was surprised to find that his post about creative campaign strategies received the most engagement. Armed with this knowledge, he focused on dissecting successful campaigns in his posts, breaking down what made them click. These detailed insights resonated with marketers seeking actionable advice, making Jake a trusted source for marketing wisdom and increases follower count significantly. It's a big deal. Analytics goes a far way. Majority of the time, people don't look at analytics until they're way into their social media lifetime, but you don't need to make that mistake. You can do it now, and it will only increase or strengthen your plans and strengthen your approach. Use your LinkedIn insights to evaluate which type of content work with your audience and adjust your strategy. The next one is not engaging with others. LinkedIn is another social media platform, but people on LinkedIn love to talk and connect, and they love to interact. Merely broadcasting your own content without reciprocating engagement can be perceived as one-dimensional or self-centered. LinkedIn thrives on mutual engagement. That's what it's all about. Actively interacting with others' content, whether through likes, shares, or thoughtful comments, can foster relationship building and often result in reciprocal engagement on your content. If you show love, people will show you love. Let's see an example of this. Emily, a fashion enthusiast with a knack for DIY styling, shared her fashion tips on LinkedIn, but rarely engaged with others. Deciding to change her approach, she started leaving thoughtful comments on other fashionistas' posts, sharing her thoughts on color combinations, accessorizing, and mixing patterns. Her interactions sparked conversations, and fashion lovers started seeking her advice in return. Emily's profile transformed into a dynamic community where she not only showcased her style, but also connected with like-minded individuals. All of what we're speaking about here, it's all about LinkedIn growth. All of the LinkedIn growth tips can also be found in a checklist that will help you to implement it better in your business or in your niche or passion. If you are interested in implementing all of this, which is where actually the work gets done, watching this video is only step one. Arming yourself with knowledge is only step one, but actually doing something about it is the action step, and that is where you need to get work done. You need to move the needle, and it only is moved through action. If you want more specialized help with implementing this in your strategy, our LinkedIn growth checklist is down in the description below. It's pretty simple to get. That will help you to implement it much better, much easier, and allow you to get a lot more precise results. The next one is being too formal. While LinkedIn is undeniably a professional platform, adhering rigidly to a formal tone can stifle genuine connections. You need to understand that yes, it is a place for work and it is a place for business, but you still need to be friendly. You need to be casual. People still need to be able to relate to you. You're there to talk to friends or work colleagues, but not necessarily talking only to grumpy business owners or grumpy bosses. You want to be relatable and you want to attract. Think about it from that perspective. Think about it from a perspective where when you go into a party or a business party, the people who attract people to them, like the extroverts, they're normally pretty casual. They're fun and they're smiling and they're looking like they're having a good time. And that is exactly the type of approach that you want to take on LinkedIn. Authenticity is prized in the digital age. It's perfectly acceptable and often encouraged to let your personality shine through your content, fostering a more relatable and genuine online persona. This goes across every platform, but it's especially true for LinkedIn. A lot of people like to change up the strategy for LinkedIn, make it very formal. You don't necessarily need to do that. You still need to be relatable. You still need to be fun and engaging. Let's see an example of this. Tech entrepreneur Mark, with a love for quirky coding challenges and another coder, used to communicate in a stiff corporate language on LinkedIn. Fed up with sounding robotic, he decided to be more authentic, sharing a post about a coding mishap that turned into a humorous office anecdote. Mark let his personality shine through. People loved his change in tone, and his engaging stories drew in professional professionals from all walks of life. The truth is we're all living the same kind of lives. We're all making the same kind of mistakes. So if you talk about your mistakes or your downfalls, your embarrassing moments, or just being authentic, being fun, and being true to what is going on with you, people are going to relate. The next one is not utilizing all content formats. A lot of people go on LinkedIn and they love to do text only or some image that they got online only. It's pretty important to change things up because different people engage with different types of content, and you need to make sure that you're covering all content types for your audience so that you bring in as many people from your audience as possible. Restricting oneself to single content format like text posts can limit engagement potential. Diverse content caters to diverse audience preferences. By diversifying content types, including articles, videos, polls, and slideshows, creators can captivate a broader audience segment and keep their feed fresh and engaging. Let's see an example of this. Sophie, she's a writer, so we know what she's going on LinkedIn to do. She's going on there to write. She had a lot of fun sharing her writing tips on LinkedIn, but stuck to long text posts. Realizing the need for variety, she started creating short videos demonstrating techniques like creating vivid characters or crafting gripping openings. Her engaging videos attracted a younger audience interested in visual learning. With comments pouring in and discussions forming around her videos, Sophie's profile became a hub for both writing wisdom and dynamic demonstrations. So you want to be out there and you need to show up in different ways, not just texts or images. You need to be doing not just videos only. You need to be doing texts too and images too. You need to be doing all content formats because you need to be able to reach all of your audience, and different types of age groups react to different things. Different types of genders react to different things. So use a mix of content types. You want articles, you want videos, polls, and slideshows to engage different segments of your audience. Next up, we have overlooking LinkedIn's native features. LinkedIn continually evolves, introducing native features designed to enhance user experience and engagement. Neglecting features such as LinkedIn Lives, stories, or events can be a missed opportunity. Embracing these features can amplify reach, boost engagement, and provide innovative ways to connect with one's audience. So it goes back to the same kind of content format, but instead it's about features. You need to be utilizing multiple features because your audience can show up in different areas of LinkedIn, and they normally interact more with stories maybe than they interact with posts. As well as with Live, you get a unique opportunity to interact with them on a different level. They can talk to you real time and get a real-time response about something that they may have wanted to ask you all along. Make sure that you use all the features. Now here's an active example of this. Motivational speaker Max was unaware of LinkedIn Live's feature, missing out on real-time connections. When he finally went live to deliver his inspirational talks, his audience size grew exponentially. The live format allowed Max to interact directly with his followers, answering their questions and addressing their concerns. Max's profile transformed into a virtual seminar hall where followers eagerly awaited his live sessions for guidance and motivation. There are people out there that genuinely want your help. You're not only selling products or services, you're selling solutions to problems. If you're able to help them in a major way before a purchase, they're definitely going to be coming back to you and viewing you as an expert in your field. Explore and utilize LinkedIn's native features to broaden your reach and engagement. Look around all of LinkedIn and make sure that you're using all of their features. Next one is generic connection requests. A surge in impersonal, templated connection requests can lead to declined invitations or a lack of meaningful connections. Personalization is paramount. When reaching out, it's invaluable to include a tailored note offering context on the motivation to connect and potential avenues for mutual collaboration or learning. When you read a connection request, you can know when it is personalized and this person genuinely is a real person that wants to talk to you and wants to interact and maybe do business. Let's see an example of this. Lily was passionate about design. She was struggling with rejected connection requests due to her generic messages. Taking a more personal approach, she started adding personalized notes that highlighted shared interests like typography and design trends. These thoughtful messages sparked conversations and opened doors to collaborations with fellow designers. Lily's connections shifted from fleeting interactions to lasting relationships, creating a network that resonated with her design aspirations. The last one, and it is in relation to connection, it is hesitating to connect. A lot of people, when they're on Instagram, YouTube, and all the other major platforms, there isn't so much a need to actually talk to people or connect, but on LinkedIn, it is paramount. So when people move from those social media platforms to LinkedIn, they normally hesitate to connect with other professionals. Now, for newcomers or those looking to expand their network, hesitation can be a stumbling block. Whether stemming from a fear of rejection or perceived lack of industry connections, this hesitancy can stifle growth opportunities. It is very important that you do not hesitate to connect. Taking the initiative to connect with a personalized approach, as stated earlier, can open doors, fostering valuable professional relationships. Let's see an example of this. Daniel, eager to expand his professional network, was held back by fears of rejection. Starting small, he connected with classmates who shared his interests in data analysis. With each connection, he added a personalized note reminiscing about their shared assignments and discussing the future of data science. Encouraged by positive responses, Daniel built the confidence to reach out to industry leaders. His personalized messages conveyed his genuine admiration, leading to insightful conversation and meaningful connections that proved invaluable in his career journey. If you're hesitating, then you start small. Start with people that you actually know and get the ball rolling. But connecting on LinkedIn is extremely crucial. So start by connecting with classmates, colleagues, professors, or industry professionals that you do know. You've met them at probably events or your workplace or your school. It's also acceptable to connect with industry leaders or professionals you admire, but always send a personalized note explaining why you wish to connect. LinkedIn, as I said, said, major platform, really great platform if you're a business owner and you are looking to connect, even if you're looking for job opportunities, an amazing platform. However, it still obeys the principles that all social media platforms obey. You want to make sure that you don't change things up in your content strategy too much for LinkedIn. You just need to be consistent, you need to be valuable, and you need to connect. Thank you. Have a good one.